Good morning to you, and welcome back to the Sword of Truth podcast, the chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with a spewed-up craft brew on the side.
Ooh.
I'm Jade, and I'm here with Nate, and today we're ambushing chapter 19 of Soul of the Fire.
Oh, you're Irish today, are you?
It faded out. I started Irish, and then I slow faded away.
It's Irish, but you went to international school.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dipped a toe.
And why might you be speaking in an Irish accent today, Jade?
Well, it's fucking St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patty's Day! Fuck yeah!
Yeah! So, that's relevant to today's chapter, too. And I think that we just need to get fucked. Fucked up. That's what I meant.
Well, I agree. We have nowhere to go today, so it's the perfect opportunity.
See, the reason that it's written weird, that I said that weird, is because I was going to say, let's get fucked, boys, because I originally thought we were going to have two of you here. But again, alas, it is just me and you. So that's what's going on. But Aaron will hopefully be back on the next week's episode.
Yeah, he should be. He's been feeling a little bit under the weather lately, and so we said, don't worry about doing recording, even though the thousands and thousands of fans are missing you, and they're crying to us, saying, where is Aaron?
And you're letting him down.
I guess he's got to get healthy or whatever
Yeah.
before we can be close to him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's okay.
I guess it's fine. Speaking of unfortunate circumstances, if I sound odd,
Oh, yeah.
I'm having like a slight allergic reaction. My lip is swollen. So
Yeah.
I might be sounding strange.
We'll just say it's more of the accent. You putting a little Irish on it. I was going to say English, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
But that's today's moment of truth.
Perfect.
Rolling right along, we're going to get into the recap for today. Last episode, unknown Nora, had a super, super bad night.
Holy shit, did she ever. That chapter, it's just something entirely fucked. It's made of nightmares. That scene is seared in my brain.
I've been trying to forget it as well. I've just been burying it as deep as I can.
I mean, yeah, that's the goal, but I can't.
I hear
It's
you.
just in there.
I hear you. Yeah, her husband died, her daughter burned up, and she and her son had to run away from their home. It was rough. But this episode, we are back with Stitch and...
Stitch? Stitch is coming?
No. No, he's not.
You gave me a gift there, Jade, and you took it away.
Took it right away. No. Instead of Stitch, it is Fitch and Morley.
Okay.
They're having a little pregame behind their go-to woodpile. Woo! During their break prior to dinner. They're going to get off super late tonight, so they just wanted to, get a little in right now.
You know, you take the edge off and you're just a little bit more agreeable to everybody that you got to work with, and maybe you're a little bit numb to the stresses of the work, so you get a little bit more done.
That's not even what they're thinking. They just want to have a little fucking...
Let's get a little drunk.
Yeah, let's just get a little fucked up.
Oh,
It's fine.
no. I was trying to justify it,
Yeah.
which you can't super really do,
No.
but they can't at all.
Mm-mm. The first swig Fitch takes immediately gets coughed up all over his shirt.
Not only does his breath smell, but he reeks like booze.
Yeah, if you spill a mouthful of liquor down your front, you smell. Ugh. Morley had gotten this bottle off of one of the Richies inside. They said it was swill, so he just snagged it after somebody set it down. But it is actually the good stuff.
It's like top shelf swill. Okay, yeah, that stuff is garbage. How much is it a bottle? Only $2,500? It's like, no, I will happily take the rest of that. Thank you.
Yeah. As far as it being the good, I think the good stuff it's just liquor. So it's probably just hard, it's probably whiskey or scotch or something like that.
Yeah.
Already feeling a little bit drunk. The music is putting him in a mood.
Oh, we're in a mood.
Yeah.
I'm in a mood.
Are you?
I am now.
What's happening?
Check this out.
Wow.
You seen anybody do this before?
Wow.
What about that one?
No.
Is that doing it for you? No? Check this out. Oh, shit, my back.
Oh, yeah?
I'm done. I've calmed down. I shut the music off, so it's fine. Ow.
Well, music always does this to Fitch. I don't know if makes him do
Makes
what
his
you
back
did.
hurt.
But it makes him feel like he can rise up and do something.
That is true.
Something powerful.
Years ago, Jade and I got to see Disturbed play live, and he had a whole speech in the middle of his show where he talked about, metal music can be loud and scary, but really it's made to make you feel powerful, like you can achieve things and like put you in control of your life, kind of. You just need to get that push. And it was a beautiful speech. I can't recreate it because I've been drinking, but I'll never forget it. It was meaningful to me. Music is powerful. It's supposed to make you feel.
Sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're sobbing, but it's all good.
It brings you to the peak of whatever emotion you're trying to get.
So Fitch notices someone actually coming toward them and immediately knows it's Dalton Campbell. He can see the light shining off of his sword and he's like super fucking handsome. So.
Boom! Busted!
Yeah.
Fuck! That's a boss.
And he's coming straight towards them, so it seems like he knows right where they are, even though they never told anybody. He nudges Morley and he like stands up. We're getting caught anyways. You might as well stand up and take your lumps.
Does he put it behind his back or is it just right out in front and they're just like stone cold busted?
He doesn't have it. Morley does.
Right.
I believe it's behind his back.
Okay, so he does try to hide it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, Fitch is covered in booze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They reek like it.
Yeah.
We were just looking for the obviously broken barrel or bottle back here because it smells like booze so bad. That's what we were doing.
Yeah, trying to figure out where that smell's coming from. Dalt calls out to them, and Fitch assumes he must have seen them through the window.
Dalt?
It's kind of endearing, but it's also a little bit, it's short and curt. So I don't know. It's a good nickname, I think.
So he comes around this corner and they may be a little obscured from view, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But then he's like, Fitch, I got to talk to you. And he's like, he has to have seen.
Yeah.
You are busted already.
It is not very clear how tall the wood piles are. It seems like they go back here and they sit down and get drunk a lot, so nobody usually sees them. But he does stand up when he sees. So in my head, as soon as he stood up, you could see each other. Like, I can see you, you can see me. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work in an iron yard where we would have stacks of, well, not iron, it's aluminum, so it didn't rust. But it was like 3-4 feet high. But if you were crouched down behind that, nobody could see you from anywhere else in the yard.
Yeah.
But if you were standing up, I mean, plain as day, bam, you're right there.
Right.
You might only be 50 yards away, but you're right there.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they know that he knows where they are, so they're just accepting it now.
The shoulders come down. Fuck. Okay.
You got me. Dalt puts his hand out, and Morley hands over the bottle. He takes a swig, and then he tells them they're lucky to have such a good full bottle and hands it back to them.
That's the good shit. Yeah, this is fucking nuts. Okay, so I was caught drinking when I was underage by my dad.
No.
One time.
You're terrible.
Once.
That's horrible.
And it just so happened to be a night where me and my brother, sorry to implicate you in this, and one of our friends, I haven't used their names, so it's fine, but we were probably just being a little loud. We had had a couple beers, but we had a case of Bud Light. And Dad came in, and he was just like, it's time for bed. And he took the case of Bud Light, but he did not take the beers in our hands. I'll never forget that. He was just like, okay, I see you, but you're done now. But I'm also not going to shit all over your parade. And I was so confused by that. But then I asked him what happened to the beers. And he's like, oh, those are gone forever. You're never doing that again. There's no sense in yelling at you while you've been drinking. After we sobered up, we did get a good chewing out. So it all evened out in the end.
Oh, yeah. Well, finish the one you got. Whatever.
Damage is done now. Yeah.
Dalt has some trouble that he needs handled. And he tells the boys that it could help them prove to him that they have the potential he thinks they do. Yeah.
This, I mean, very clearly as an adult, screams blackmail. He just caught you doing something and went, hey, you know what? God, I could really use a favor. Dude, you're fucked. Fitch doesn't see it, but I see it.
No, this is divine intervention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fitch. Yeah. Oh, it's a godsend.
Yeah. He's like, you got trouble? Fuck yeah, I got time. Let's do this.
I'm good at killing trouble.
Mm-hmm. Both of them, Morley included, are super eager to get this done. This is important, and Fitch is ready to do anything he needs with that music behind him, just like fucking pumping, what's the word? Fluing the fire?
Should I hit the button again?
Fluing is not the right word. Pumping the fire?
I don't know. You mean just like blowing air onto the fire?
Yeah.
It's the thing, the squeezy thing.
Yeah.
It's the funnest one to play with.
Right.
Funnest, most fun one to play with.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
What's that word?
I have no idea.
Well, whatever.
He's fanning the flames.
There you go.
Got you.
There you go. It's the music's fault, not his fault.
Oh, it's the music's fault. Let's go.
Break it down. Thought your back hurt.
Well, see, that's the magic of podcasting. I wasn't moving at all. That's not true. I was swaying from side to side.
Yeah. You were doing something.
I'll stop doing that now, but it is quite fun.
Quite fun.
Quite fun.
Dalt tells the boys that the minister will likely be named sovereign soon. We've heard this a couple times. But there are people out there that are out to stop him from doing that.
Right.
They're against it.
I wonder why.
Good people always have bad people attacking them, you know?
Not like you could actually be a terrible, horrible, no good piece of shit.
No.
No.
They are eager to help with this problem, though. They're like, fuck yeah, what do you need done? Who do you need us to, like, talk to or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, he endeared himself to the boys right away when he handed back the bottle. Like, hey, you don't got to worry about this with me. And they go, oh, fuck, okay. But it's still boss man, right? Maybe they're not thinking in terms of he's got shit on you, but now you really want to make sure that you are cool in his book.
Yeah, you want to give back to him.
Yeah, because he just relieved you of the stress of being caught with booze, which I don't know exactly what the punishment is, but because these two are who they are, I'm sure it would be way more severe than if an Ander did it.
Oh, yeah. And this guy represents forward momentum, right? He has the ability to change things in your life.
He's the gatekeeper to the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of which you have no chance of even getting anywhere near without him.
Yeah, so I want to be on the ladder, so let's do it. And Dalt says, all right, I got you. But only if you promise to take this to your graves.
Ooh, fuck. That's a serious ass implication, dude.
At first they were just like, yeah. And then he pulls out a fucking sword and holds it to each of their throats and says, like, seriously, though.
From his point of view, he knows that first one is just obligatory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I don't want you to tell anybody about this. And you go, oh, of course not.
I would never. Why would I?
With whatever little twist in your brain, or even if it's not malicious, just like, yeah, but if I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to tell my brother so he can tell the world or
depending
whatever.
What it is, yeah.
Exactly. Maybe somebody does need to know. But either way, you don't say that bit out loud. You just say, of course, I won't say anything. But he needs to press the issue. So he pulls his sword out and surprises you with that shit. Now he's got your fucking attention.
Yeah.
This is just as important as your whole life.
Yeah. It is
fucking
your whole
try
life.
me, guy. Yeah. And then the idea of, well, I could tell so-and-so kind of goes away.
Yeah.
You're like, no, this is my deep, dark secret forever now.
Yeah. I can't share this ever. Also, he reminds them that he knows where they are no matter what. He found them here.
Oh,
by
great.
The way, so he will always find them.
I got a real big problem with Fitch not asking. Okay, you know what? How'd you know? Not that I'm trying to, like, obviously hide from you, but this spot's not safe. So, boss, where is safe?
Yeah.
Where can me and Morley go to where we don't got to worry about hiding anymore? Then you're not doing anything wrong. You're probably not stealing booze. If Dalt's paying you, you can get your own. And then you can just go somewhere unbothered by the rest of society in your days off.
Yes.
When you're not potentially doing horrible shit for the bad man.
But I think the idea is, like, at first Fitch thought he just watched them through a window. But Dalton is making this sound like I had ways.
Like maybe it's more, oh, so it's the mysticism.
Yeah.
He's like, dude saw us walk in here. And he's like, no, I have ears everywhere.
Right.
When he just watched him turn the corner.
I have eyes.
Oh, I like
my
that.
My little birds, my little sparrows and spiders or whatever.
So Dalton's plan has its flaws too.
It does. But he's got these two right in his fucking hand. Fitch assures them they won't let him down, and Dalt pulls them in, and they get all together in one of them little huddle puddles and fucking download the info to each other.
I love huddle puddles.
Yeah. You know what I love more than that?
You have my attention.
Beer.
Yeah. Beer's great.
Yeah, so I think we need to take a little beer break, and we will be right back after this. Aye, what are we drinking today, Nate?
I love that so much. We are drinking Guinness Draft Stout because it is St. Patty's Day. And so I figured it would only be appropriate to get an Irish imported beer. Look, if you've had Guinness, you know what this is. I especially love it because this is one of the few nitro beers. And we've just discovered that they come in glass bottles now. So, Perrin Brewing Company, looking at you. Where's that Funky Berry Much on nitro and glass bottles I can take home? Anyways.
Well, they took it off the menu totally.
Guinness is a draft stout, so it's malty, it's dark, it's creamy, and the nitro makes it super, super smooth. I love this. I'm going to say right now, this is a 9 Lucky Clovers.
Wow.
Out of 10. I love Guinness. This is one of my all-time favorite beers.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think I'll go with 8 clovers.
Hell yeah. It's so creamy and rich. I need to drink it in Ireland. I hope this isn't a beer. Pots of gold and rainbows and me red balloons?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I just hope that this isn't one of those beers where they don't actually drink it in Ireland. And if you're like, give me a Guinness, they laugh at you and call you an American. Because like in Scotland, you can ask for scotch, right? But if you just call it scotch, they'll look at you like an idiot because like, well, okay, but what kind?
Which one? Yeah.
But you ask for a Tennent's beer. That's their Budweiser or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I love Guinness. It's a fucking staple. Happy St. Patty's Day, you guys. Go get you some. And if you can't get this and you get a yellow beer, just Diet Green.
And go pinch some people not wearing green. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Oh, it's like legal to do that on one day a year.
It's not.
Yeah, but still. Happy St. Patty's Day, you guys.
Bye. Hey, guys. We're so back. It's awesome. The rest of this chapter is not going to be the most awesome.
Yeah, it's not as awesome, is it?
Hold on to that. Fitch and Morley, they're sitting there in the dark, and they see the woman coming. Both are nervous, but they will not ruin Dalt's faith. So they're determined to fucking do this. And the music is still coming out of it inside, filling Fitch up.
Oh, no, I won't do it. But yeah, I get it.
The woman keeps coming closer, looking all about. She's nervous as well. But she is a hot older lady. Fitch was not expecting that.
A hot older lady walking alone at night who's nervous.
What he is surprised about is the fact that he thinks an older lady is hot.
That she's attractive.
Yeah.
Oh, Fitch. You dumb son of a bitch.
Morley says her name, Claudine Winthrop. Claudine assumes he is the director that she sent the letter to. So she starts to dish all about Bertrand, declaring that he raped her. Like, she's just putting it straight out there right away.
Okay, so the situation is, she thinks this is the person that she's supposed to be reporting her rape to, but it's Morley.
Yeah.
And we know that Dalt just gave them a job to do and it's something to handle, but then it did the cutaway thing, so we don't know what it is they're supposed to do or say here.
Right. She asked him to come out of the dark at this point because she is getting a little freaked. At this point, it's his cue to go, so he's spurred to do his part. He sneaks up behind her like a little rogue and holds her hand behind her back.
Okay, so this is super not good.
Not great.
From what we know about Fitch so far in the book, this is not him.
Yeah.
He doesn't sneak up and attack people. He might sneak a little booze, but he's not like a violent dude. But he's motivated right now by violent people.
I will also say, though, that he wants to go get the sword and make being a seeker good again. And there is a nobility in that, but there's also, like, what do you think he thinks he's going to do with that sword?
Yeah, I mean, there are certain people who, like, idealize the idea of becoming a cop. You know, for some people, it's like super noble. But to deny that there are folks who just want to be in charge and be able to push people around and tell them what to do is foolish.
Yeah.
And those people definitely get through too. But so maybe Fitch is kind of one of those guys. Yeah, he's not really out to cause trouble, but he is out for violent means, maybe long game. And we don't really see that in him yet.
Violent gains in the name of good. It's like those people who do school shootings or bombings or whatever. Like, they think that they're doing the right thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to go get the sword and he's going to be able to be in charge and be that guy who nobody fucking likes. But to him, he's doing the right thing.
Yeah. So Claudine's confused at this point, as you would be if someone just like snuck up behind you in the dark and held your hands up.
Naturally. I would be pretty fighty at this point.
Yeah. Before she has the chance to be fighty or scream.
Damn it.
Morley slugs her in the gut, making her vom all over the ground. And her dress.
I can speak to this. Being punched hard enough in the stomach to make you puke is the fucking worst. I would almost prefer getting punched in the nose to that. Because it also takes all your breath away. And then when you're not throwing up, you're fucking scraping for air that you can't get anyways. And then you vomit more. And it's a whole cycle. Like, it takes a minute to get over that.
I've never been punched in the stomach, but I can imagine.
Don't.
I can imagine. I've been knocked in this, like, by a kid, you know, their knees or whatever, or their legs, and hate it. She goes straight to her knees after she vomits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So she tries to get back up, and Morley grabs her tightly at this point. Like, Fitch had her, but, like, he holds her real good. Then he wheels her around. So this is Fitch's chance. He punches her in the stomach as hard as he can again.
This is his moment to shine. He's like, oh, here it comes. I'm going to hit a lady.
This is my moment.
An older, attractive lady.
Yeah. I'm going to prove myself.
Oh, I'll bet your mom's so proud.
Oh, yeah.
You dick.
He had never punched anybody like that before, and it made him feel actually kind of sick.
The weird meatpacking sounds you hear in movies when people get punched, it doesn't actually sound like that. It makes a squish underneath your knuckles. A body shouldn't do that, and it feels bad.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've never hit anybody hard enough to do that. So, because then she's struggling to breathe, like you said. She can't get her breath back. Fitch tells her that they have a message for her, and she tries to talk a little bit of shit here at this point. She's like, you fucking haking bastard. And he punches her again. He wants to punch her in the face.
Yeah, that one was for him for sure.
Yeah.
He was like, I got to do it probably at least once. There's probably instruction.
Yeah.
Right? But then that second one was, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's where you're starting to lose control there, bub.
But also, hey, you don't have the reins here, lady. Maybe watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah. I mean, when a bank gets robbed, it's kind of like just do what the guy says and get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't exactly know what the end goal here is.
Yeah.
So.
But also not victim blaming.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's also the good bit of advice is just fucking fight them. Be as loud as you can and just make it as hard as possible. They'll probably give up because somebody inclined to do this is a weak little bitch.
Unless they have motivation. So Morley, at this point, pulls her head back by her hair and wrenches her back so hard that her fucking tits pop out of her dress.
That's a cartoon. Okay, Horny Terry's back. Oh, wait. This lady was dressed up to go somewhere, right?
To the feast.
She was gussied up for the feast.
Yeah.
And we know that the dresses that the ladies are wearing to the gussied up feast are like damn near revealing.
Yeah, the nips are barely covered.
So I take it back. It may be possible to pull a woman's hair so hard her tits pop out.
Yeah, if you bend back where it's hard enough and your tits are just kind of barely in there, they're gonna pop out.
The jolt to your body. Yeah. Okay. So cartoon aside, reality of this is fucking horrible. Neck damage. Getting your hair pulled always sucks. Like, this is gotta be terrifying for this lady who hasn't even been told yet what the fucking thing is.
Yeah.
They're just beating up on her for no reason.
And apparently after she was raped. Some time ago. Not today, but
right. She's reporting a rape.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Not funny.
No.
I know. I nervous laughed, and then I was like,
I'm sorry.
I was chastising myself.
I got angry. I apologize.
It's fine. So she's ready to listen at this point, and she calls him fucking sir. So, that with the music, everything combined is like, he's got this new respect, and he's feeling some type of way.
Yeah, he's letting it get to his head. I think at this point, obviously, I'm not condoning their actions right now, but I feel like when they start saying, sir, you have their fucking attention. Stop the beating. I get it. You're here to send a message. You're going to put a couple across their jaw and make sure they're paying attention. But like that, then stop. Then stop once you have it.
You just got to make sure that she's not saying what you want to hear. She's saying what she believes.
I get that. But at the same time, I don't know.
No, I know.
I'm not an evil guy. That's the thing. I don't want to do more damage to people. So it's like, no, just, hey, we're here. We're scary. We trapped you in a dark corner. Let that be enough.
Well, I think
we can find you. Okay, don't talk about it. We can find you again. And then you don't have to hurt anybody.
Yeah, but I think the other thing is you have to really thoroughly scare her because you are societally lower than she is. And she's seen your faces now. So you need to make her terrified to ever call you out too.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. But I guess it still tracks with my first thought. I just don't think I honestly have the capability of doing that to another person.
Yeah.
Like to be that effective of a meathead to just beat somebody up to get them to shut up.
Well, you've evolved,
I have come a long fucking way, haven't I?
Yeah. But yeah, so he went from Fitch to Sir all in the course of one day.
That's crazy.
Did I say Fitch or Fetch? Fetch to Sir. That's
from
what I meant.
Fetch to Sir.
That's
yeah. Yeah, all because of Dalton Campbell.
All because of Dalt. He punches her again at this point just because.
Yeah, he's getting numb to it. He's already fucked.
Yeah. She's now begging him to fucking stop. And he feels at once queasy and more important than he ever has. So it's kind of a weird feeling.
Fighting makes you feel bad. So I get it. You want to win. The other people did or said something offensive to you, and you're just going to settle it right now. It's old as fucking time. But also, nobody wins after that, really, either.
Right.
Not really.
No. But they are doing a job right now. They got to get it done. So they have to get the message delivered to her. So he calls her a filthy bitch and tells her she was fucking asking for it. It's treason to call it rape and a dirty fucking lie. And if she keeps fucking talking, they're going to find her body, and they aren't going to be able to recognize her, and her tongue will be tied to a tree.
That's fucked.
Sorry, not tied. Nailed.
Oh, yeah. How can we make it worse?
Yeah.
This poor lady was raped, and now she's being told that it wasn't a rape. Or it's like, oh, no, it was sexual assault. Well, that's fucking rape, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't lighten it.
He tells her, not only were you asking for it, but the minister didn't even do anything.
Yeah, he didn't even do anything wrong.
He told you no.
Oh, so they're fully changing the story on this lady. Mm-hmm. And they're over here thinking they're defending the minister because he's going to be sovereign. So defending anything he does, regardless to what it was, is good because he's going to be the guy. Or is pretty much the guy now. Obviously, what it is makes it terrible. But like, gangsters and mobsters doing this to each other, this is the kind of vibe that they go for. Like, they trap them, they beat them up, they threaten them, they see what they do, and then they retaliate. But this is not another gangster or mobster. This is an innocent person who's trying to get some justice.
And, I mean, on top of that, the manipulation that's happening here is, we'll get into that in a second, but that's also pretty fucked up. Claudine whines and sobs and eventually agrees to whatever the fuck he's saying. Sure, I won't fucking say a word. Yes, I'm a filthy bitch. Yep. He tells her, stop fucking crying, go clean yourself up, get back to the feast. She's like,
yeah, get
no,
right on that.
Can't. See my dress? See my face? I can't. He's like, you can. You will. You're going to go get a new dress, and somebody's going to be watching you to make sure you do go back.
Yeah. New dress, little makeup, get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Don't act weird there. Don't let anything out about this.
Yeah. That would be fucking impossible.
Yeah. He does mention that not only will there be somebody watching, but he makes a specific threat of a sword going down her throat twice.
Jesus.
Which one I think is maybe like a sexual thing, sort of. Sword, throat, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one person in Anderith that carries a sword about all the time that we know of, and that's Dalton Campbell.
Oh.
So, just saying that Fitch mentioning the sword twice
fuck.
is kind of not a great idea.
No, that's dumb as shit. I mean, from their point of view, for poor fucking Claudine, she's been knocked around so bad right now, she probably doesn't even realize it. But the mention of the sword is fucking evidence as to who it is they're talking about. But that just means, okay, so the minister raped you. You're trying to report it, and now Dalton's bopping you down. And so you might know that it's Dalton. And that means you got to go above Dalton and the minister, which is the sovereign. So good fucking luck there. But who under Dalton could you go to report any of this and be safe?
There's a board of directors, which is who she was trying to talk to. The head of the board of directors, which was Lynn Scott. And instead, she got somebody's...
ambushed?
Somebody's minion. So I just thought, you mentioned it once. That could be a random threat. Maybe
swords are sharp and scary.
Yeah, but you do it twice? That feels like you're giving evidence you shouldn't be.
Especially since, checking my notes. Nope. Fitch doesn't have a sword now.
No. He tells her to keep her mouth shut. She just went for a walk tonight. She didn't see anybody. Nothing fucking happened. They do leer at her tits as she stuffs them away. Because they got to get every last little bit.
They got to make her feel as shameful as possible.
Oh, I don't think it's that. It's more like, there's fucking tits.
Boobs.
Yeah.
They're goons.
Yeah. Morley does some weird stuff behind her dress, too, that we aren't, like, super privy to what happens. She just reacts to it. I didn't put it in the notes here.
Oh, because they're right close to her. I understand.
Yeah.
He probably grabbed her or something like that.
Poked her in a place or two.
Yeah.
He sends her away, and Morley is annoyed. Because he thinks she offered to let us rape her again. Because she was like, I'll do anything. You can have me if you want, whatever. He's like, we could have had a lot more fun with her, man.
Because she said the words, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
They took that to mean it's actually okay.
Well, she did say, if you want to have me, you can take me, whatever, at one point, because she was scared she was going to get beaten to death.
Yeah, well, yeah. Under extreme duress, they'll fucking say anything, but we know that about torture.
But yeah, Fitch is like, hey, Dalt didn't say that we could do anything, but what we did. We couldn't even hit her face, because we didn't want to show bruises or anything. We had to concentrate on the center. I'm not going to fucking rape a lady if I wasn't told I could.
I mean, probably, wait.
Yeah.
So, like, I like the first part where he's like, I'm going to err on the side of no. But the thing is, even if I was told that I could, like, it's still a no.
Yeah.
That's where Fitch is going wrong.
But I think this kind of leads into my next point. Because of who he is as a Haken, has a warped view of the world, right?
He's got to climb the ladder, and this is what's necessary to do that.
Well, that, but also...
in his mind.
But also, over the course of the last few days, with the incident with Beata, he's never thought about an Ander woman crying. He doesn't think about them being people in that way. He knows they probably did. But he also thinks about the minister being an Ander. And because of that, he is inherently good. So the things that he does are inherently good things. They couldn't be bad things because he did them.
And he's been told that no matter what it is you do for the purpose of blank is good because it's for the purpose of blank.
Well, yeah, but in Fitch's mind, he's having to try and sort through what's right and wrong through this morphed lens. So anything that an Ander does turns into a good thing, even though he thought it was a bad thing to start with. So like rape, at first, when he saw it happen to Beata, he was like, that's fucked up. But the more he's been talking to Dalton.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, oh, well, the minister's not a bad guy. Oh, he didn't rape this lady. She asked for it.
Oh, I understand. So you're saying he's not a bad guy, and then Fitch is thinking, and he raped that lady. So rape must not be a bad, terrible fucking thing because he's not a bad guy. So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. If it was a terrible, bad thing you should never do, the minister wouldn't
then
be doing it.
He wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
I see Fitch in an entirely new light now. That's incredible.
This is where the real problem he's having is coming in, is because he knew that Beata didn't want that and that it was bad when it happened. But everything else is telling him it wasn't.
But the world is saying,
Yeah, how do you make those two things line up and coincide at the same time? You can't, because they don't.
That's just like my justification of they're drinking earlier. They're trying to come up with ideas of why it might be okay, but like being drunk at work, never really okay.
Yeah.
Unless you're a beer taster and you've had to put in an extra long shift, possibly. Then it might be okay, but I don't know the rules.
Yeah. That's where this is all going to get a little gray, I think, in Fitch's mind. I don't know that he's a bad person, but a lot of these, like Dalton's manipulation is not going to be good for him, I don't think.
I think this really shows, this might be my wizard note, but the escalation. First, he witnessed something bad, and then he was partaking in a little bit of light drinking, little bit of light thievery, and the even worse guy came to him, saw his little bit of light drinking and thievery, and said, yeah, I don't care about that. Don't worry about it all. Here, I'm going to one-up you and have you take care of this rape for me. And so now he's like, okay, so we've gone to lying, to witnessing, drinking, and now we're being violent, and it's all okay, because every time that the higher-ups have interacted with me over this issue, they've been like, thumbs up, don't worry about that at all. Right. You're fine. But it's still wrong in his head, and he knows it. He's just also very motivated to climb this social ladder, and the only way to do that is by doing the terrible shit that the overlords want.
But I think that's where the problem is that he knows it's wrong. That truth, that innate knowledge in his soul is starting to be chipped away at.
Starting to erode a little bit.
Yeah. So even if he did believe that in his heart of hearts, that could change.
People can change for the better and for the worse.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So they have more drinking to do.
I think I might too.
Yeah, Fitch is so down for it because he, as we just discussed, has a lot on his mind. I think we need to drink too. That's our truth. We would love to hear yours. Write to us in your journey books to podcastatt@gmail.com or find us on any of our social medias.
Glub, glub, glub.
If you would like to support this podcast and hear some more exclusive content, find us over on patreon.com/podcastatt, where every
ATT, I missed it, I'm sorry.
Where every tier is a happy tier.
Yay.
Thank you all for listening, and that's all for us, friends.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye now. Oh, no, you can't take off your headphones quite yet. I got the music. There we go. Sing along now. I'm going to do the twist. Slowly. Woo! It's a party. Get it now. Check it out. You motivated? Getting some shit done today? You're a fucking boss, you know that? Have a good one.